overall, guess what? I liked this game. You're never gonna believe it, but I thought this game was pretty good. Maybe great. I don't know. I liked it. I had a great time as a huge air ride fan. This was kind of all I could ask for. I got to like play as my favorite vehicles again, which was so surreal. It was like seeing a friend I haven't seen in 15 years. Even though I still played air ride like all the time up to the point of the new game coming out. It was just so crazy seeing all the, getting to use all my vehicles in like new environments and just in new graphics and new beautiful 4K, 8K, whatever resolutions, high resolutions. It was amazing. So that was great, and just all the new stuff sprinkled in, mixed in with the old. Everything obviously felt so authentic to the original game, and he kind of made it exactly as far as the features of the game go. He kind of put in all the features I would really want, like all the original air ride tracks. I guess the only thing, and I'm actually really surprised they didn't do this, but I'm surprised the original City Trial map isn't back. Even as like, I thought it would be like an unlockable thing once you got like 120 City Trial checkboxes, you would get the old city. And I guess I'll just get into that part first. We'll go, mode by mode, but I thought City Trial was fun, but I think, and I had a lot of fun with it, but it's kind of crazy to me. I think the first City Trial is still better, and I think a lot of that has to go with the map. I think the original City Trial map is still like a lot better. I don't know what it is. I mean, there's a couple things. I think looks wise, the first one is just looks so much better aesthetically to me personally than the new one. The new one kind of looks not as aesthetically pleasing or aesthetically consistent as the original city does. The original city just has such a nice color palette. It just had such a cool vibe, and the new one kind of feels like muddy a little bit. So I don't know. That being said, too, the original City Trial they made in like a week. Not really, but they had like a couple months. And tell me why this new City Trial feels like, I don't know, just kind of less creative than that. I just feel like they had how many years? 20 years to think of to improve City Trial, and I feel like it still just is the same thing. I feel like there are so many advancements you could have made in City Trial. Like, I feel like there are so many different directions you could go with it and add to it, and like change things up while still having it be City Trial. I just feel like there was so much more they could have done with it. And that's why it's kind of incredible to me when you look at the original game with the time constraint that they had and what they brought to the table with City Trial. Whereas this one, they had so much more substantial time, but I feel like it's less ingenuitive than the original, I don't know. It's so weird to me. But all that being said, I did have fun with City Trial. Some of the checkboxes were like a little maddening, just because I didn't get the legendary air ride machine event for like 500 or 600 City Trial games. So that was like my last checkbox I was just stuck on. I couldn't do anything, and it's like, okay, I'm just stuck here forever. But it finally happened, and it was cool. Dude, I will say there are some really amazing things in City Trial, in the new City Trial. Like the Halberd event is insane. I really love that. I feel like the city itself could have been bigger and maybe a little more interconnectivity with the areas. Like, I know there was interconnectivity with the areas with the underground. It didn't flow as well as the original map. And maybe that is because it's bigger than the original map. So maybe it being bigger wouldn't help that. But I do kind of wish it was a little bigger. I wish there was more going on, personally. So yeah, that's basically everything I have to say with City Trial. It was fun. It was enjoyable. I played a lot of it. I would like to get a max stats run, which is very easy to do. But I just haven't done that yet. I would like to get 5 hot dogs. I haven't done that yet either. That would be good. But yeah, so that's City Trial. The next, I guess we could go to, we could talk about road trip mode. Road trip is really interesting. I kind of, there's some parts of it that I really liked. I like that Kirby Air Ride now has like a 2006 anime story to it. Like, that's fucking awesome. I love the lore. Road Trip is not like fun enough to play. When I first started playing it, I was like, is this a roguelike? And then by the time I finished playing it, when I got all the checkboxes, I really wished it was a roguelike. It's kind of like a Smash Brothers adventure mode that's just really, really, really long. Like, almost excruciatingly long for just like a standalone mode like that. But yeah, it gets super samey. Like, you just end up doing this after, especially once you get to your like second playthrough. It's real. It's like, okay, just the same shit over and over. I get it, bro. And the same shit over and over that you're playing is just stuff from the other modes. So I don't know. It's neat. Did it need checkboxes? I don't know. Maybe not even. Because honestly, if I didn't have to get all 120 checkboxes in it, I probably wouldn't have gotten burnt out on it. I would play it once and be like, boom, okay, done. That is how you get this character, though, is beating it on super hard. And how you get, like, the true ending of the game, which I think is great. But, like, maybe if it was more fun to play, I don't know. I don't know. So that's Road Trip. Air Ride mode, I think, is great, fantastic even. Obviously that's my bread and butter. That's what I was most excited for, and just like the original, I feel like that's what they put the most work into. This game was developed like exactly the same as the original, I feel like. Like, the proportions of everything is the same as it always was, which is so funny because even in the direct, he's like, oh, it's a racing game, right? No, but no, we know that people really like it for City Trial. And then again, I just felt like they just focused on Air Ride mode the most. Like, City Trial, I feel like was so lackluster, so much more lackluster than it should have been. Ooh, that's a good low 51. Which, again, I'm not too upset about that, since Air Ride mode is my favorite, but I do like City Trial. You know, I wish it was better. And it's still, but again, going back to City Trial, it's still fun. It's still worth playing. But yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, Air Ride mode is basically everything I could ask for. The main annoying thing about this game and that just goes with it being a new game, is anytime any piece of cool vehicle tech. Ooh! Ah! Come on, bro. Every time like a cool piece of vehicle tech, like when this game first came out, there were so many broken, janky things, especially that you could do on Nebula Belt here specifically, with all kinds of different vehicles. And anytime they got found, they immediately got patched out, and it's just like, I think air ride mode's awesome, but I just, unfortunately, and we all knew this would happen, but this game, to me, is very Smash Brothers Ultimate. It's just very, like, sterilized, and, doesn't have the individual vehicle, like, personality that the original does, with how each vehicle has their own weird little tech kind of thing to do, or like most of them do. Like, and that's the thing that kind of kills me is this did, like, Jetstar had a spin dash. You could spin dash with Jetstar. It's like they patched out the spin dashing with Scooter and the wall spinning with Swerve, and accidentally added it to like every other vehicle. Slickstar, you could just go faster by like running into the wall. I mean, there was so much shit like that. It was hilarious. And then, yeah, unfortunately, you know, as they do, they patched it all out. It makes me sad, make me cry. So that's a big thing in the air ride mode that I feel is lacking, that I wish was there. Just more vehicle tech. Because then when you take all that out, what is just the game? What is just the speed run? It's killing enemies to get speed, which is cool and still fun. But I like the movement tech the most. Other than that, I mean, that is what it is, and it's kind of what I expected going in. And another thing too is I don't have time to like run this anymore, like to do all tracks runs and stuff like that anymore, which is a shame because all tracks is nice and like 40 minutes long, right? Or 30 minutes long. Nice long all tracks run. That's cool. I would have loved this when I was 20. But that's okay. So it's, you know, it's fine. It is what it is. But I have still been enjoying ILs. I got like a little tired of them. Well, I think I mainly got tired because I 100%ed the game. I'll show you all my check boxes. I got all 750, 650. I got everything. I even did the online stuff, which the online check boxes felt completely useless. I really don't. I don't know why they wasted time even putting that in the game, to be honest with you. In the paddock. Stand on the lamp. Okay. Although, to be fair, those were probably the most fun checkboxes in online mode. Were the paddock checkboxes where you had to stand on various things. Online, I honestly have nothing to say. Actually, I do have something to say about online. It ran really well. With 16 people, it like didn't have frame drops, and I don't know, it like ran really well. But yeah, so that's about it for air ride mode. I like the new tracks. The new vehicles are cool. I'm really just playing the old vehicles though. I'm an old head. Eventually I'll play the newer vehicles too. But I just love the old vehicles, even though a lot of them operate a little differently than they used to. That's still fun to me, so I don't mind that. Yeah, air ride mode is great, and the new maps, like I said, are cool. Each new map has like 7 different biomes each. I don't know if anyone else is like, if that bothers anyone else, but like, it doesn't really bother me. But you know, in the original game, you have Frozen Hillside. It's a frozen beach. It's a nice level. But then like in these new levels, well, there's one that goes into like the jungle, and then into the cave, and then into like crystal. I don't know. They jump all over the place is all I'm trying to say. Come on, fuck. Okay, so that's that. And then last but not least, we have Top Ride. And I can't believe it. I think Top Ride's actually pretty good in this game. I thought like it was gonna be kind of whack because it didn't seem as arcadey as the first one. Like the first Top Ride had like its own specific style and look, and this one is just small air ride mode. But the fact that you have all the vehicles and they could do all the things that they do in air ride mode, like they all operate the same, but it's just from that like up down perspective is cool. It's actually really cool. I like Top Ride a lot. That being said, I haven't, actually played much of it after getting the checkboxes, or apart from getting the checkboxes. That's kind of all I did. But I liked what I played. I just have no itch to ever play anymore, to be honest. So maybe one day. So that's Top Ride, and that's the game. Kirby Air Riders overall I think is great for me. Again, can't really say this enough. I don't know really why they made, like, I just feel like I think a lot of people are liking it, but then I think I think that's a niche audience, and I think a lot of that is already the audience that already liked Air Ride in the beginning. Like, I don't know how many new fans we're getting. Well, that's probably not true. I think there are a lot, but I don't know. No, there's definitely a lot. I mean, I think this game did well. I just feel like nowadays this game doesn't work. It's just weird. If you don't know what to expect, this is gonna be a hard thing to kind of wrap your brain around, I feel like. Cause like, it's like what's going on? What's the point of any of this? And I still kind of feel like that. For me, the point of Air Ride always just came from speedrunning it. But yeah. But overall, I give it, I don't know. I give it a 4 out of 5. It's not perfect, but I like it. And you know what? I think it was worth getting a Switch 2 for. I've been enjoying it. But yeah, that's it. Air Riders, 4 out of 5. Pretty good. Check it out. But yeah, like, will Air Riders replace Air Ride for me? I want to say no, because speedrunning wise, it won't. Like, I still will always love the original the most. But I'm not playing the original right now. This is portable. I can play this in bed. I mean, that's the coolest part about this game. Yeah, but Detective Pikachu is not only a low point in the series, but I think also in my life. No, actually, Scarlet and Violet was a low part. When I played Scarlet and Violet and Sonic Frontiers at the same time, and I really had existential issues. Like that was like really bad for my. That was bad for me.